What if your thoughts were illegal? What if your love could get you killed? What if the government didn't just watch you, but rewrote your memories? Welcome to George Orwell's terrifying vision of the future. 1984. This isn't just a story. This is a warning. In the bleak world of Oceania, everything is controlled by the party. There's no privacy, no freedom, no truth, only the party's truth. And watching over everything is Big Brother, a symbol of absolute power. Think of North Korea. Think of China, of mass surveillance, of people disappearing without a trace. Now add a charismatic leader with a seductive promise. Peace through power. That's how the party lures its victims. Winston Smith is our quiet, intelligent main character. He works at the Ministry of Truth. His job? Rewriting history, changing facts, making lies real. Every day, he watches neighbors turn on each other. People vanish. Evidence of their existence erased from photographs. Winston remembers a time before Big Brother when paper money existed and people could travel freely. When a knock on the telescreen meant good news, not spies. He feels something stirring inside him, a longing for freedom. We know that feeling, don't we? That longing for something better. And that's why we fight so hard to keep our past alive. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Because erasing our history makes us vulnerable to those who want to repeat it. But then Winston meets Julia. She's bold, passionate, and just as rebellious. Together, they fall in love. Yeah, falling in love in a world where even desire is a crime. It's a risk, but sometimes risks are necessary. You know that feeling of falling in love? The butterflies, the stolen glances, the secret smiles? Well, imagine that in a world where love is a battlefield. Winston and Julia are like two warriors finding solace in each other's arms. They're fighting for their humanity. And their love story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. It's a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in despair. And they find a secret place, a room above Mr. Charrington's antique shop, a place where they can be themselves. No cameras, no microphones. Here, surrounded by the relics of the past, they find a way to connect with the living. They read an illegal book, talk about a forbidden past, dream of a revolution. Here, Winston and Julia are just lovers. They're fellow survivors, comrades in arms. They're building a world within a world where love isn't a crime and truth isn't a luxury. It's a reminder that even in the most oppressive of regimes, the human spirit can find a way to survive. For a moment, hope is alive, but hope is fragile. And this is where the story takes a dark turn. Mr. Charrington, a seemingly harmless antique shop owner, turns out to be a spy. The room above his shop, a trap. The book, a setup. Suddenly, the thought police burst in, led by the menacing O'Brien, a high-ranking member of the inner party. Winston and Julia are arrested. Their haven destroyed, their dreams shattered. They're taken to the Ministry of Love, where love means torture and hate is the only law. Here, the party strips them of their dignity, their identity, their very humanity. Winston endures electric shocks, sleep deprivation, agonizing physical pain. All for one purpose: break him, bend him to the party's will. He witnesses others break, too, confessing to crimes they didn't commit, betraying loved ones, embracing Big Brother. And then comes room 101, the final test. Here, Winston faces his worst fear, rats. Terrified, he screams for mercy. At this lowest point, he's offered a choice: save himself by betraying Julia. In that moment of desperation, Winston chooses himself. He confesses to crimes he didn't commit, renounces his love for Julia, embraces Big Brother. He betrays the woman he loves because he can't bear the thought of facing the rats alone. But why does Winston betray Julia? Do you know that scene in the movie Lion when Saru decides to leave home and never return? Or when Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada leaves her boyfriend thinking she deserves someone better? Well, it's the same here. Deep down, Winston knows he can't save himself without giving up his love for Julia. By betraying her, he hopes to protect her from the horrors of Room 101. He thinks it's better for her if he sacrifices their love. It's a tragic choice, but one that reflects the depths of his despair. And the betrayal cuts deep, not just for Winston, but for us, the readers. We've been rooting for their love, hoping for their happiness. And when Winston betrays Julia, we feel the pain of their lost love. It's a gut-wrenching reminder of the lengths the party will go to crush the human spirit. The story ends. Winston, now empty, sips his drink in a cafe. He doesn't remember rebellion. He doesn't feel love. He only knows one thing. I love Big Brother. This ending is like staring into an abyss. It's unsettling, unnerving, and it lingers in your mind long after you've read the last word. So why does Winston say, I love Big Brother? Why does he embrace the very system that tortured him, that ripped apart his love, that crushed his soul? Well, here's the thing. In 1984, love isn't just a feeling. It's a choice, a conscious decision to affirm life in the face of death, hope in the face of despair. And Winston's final declaration is a testament to the party's ultimate victory, not over his body, but over his mind. By making him betray Julia, by breaking his spirit, the party has rewritten Winston's reality. He no longer remembers the rebellion. He no longer feels the love. All that's left is a hollow shell, a puppet who sings the party's song. And that raises some serious questions. What's the party's end game? Why break people like Winston and make them embrace what they hate? Well, here's the thing. Power isn't just about control. It's also about creating a sense of security. When people are broken, when they lose hope, when they have nothing left to fight for, they're more likely to cling to whatever semblance of order and stability remains. So by rewriting Winston's reality, by turning him into a shell of his former self, the party ensures that Oceania will continue to function smoothly. The gears of oppression will keep turning. Orwell didn't write 1984 as fiction. He wrote it as a warning about the dangers of totalitarianism, about the seductive allure of power, about the importance of preserving our history and our humanity. It's a story that continues to resonate today because the themes he explored are timeless. So if this story opened your eyes even a little, don't scroll away. Keep thinking, keep questioning, keep fighting for the world you want to live in. Because freedom begins in the mind. Now let's talk about you. What did you think of Winston and Julia's love story? How do you think it ended? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories.